I just want them to know that you couldn't help me off of 60 cents, and I'm trying to feed a baby. A fucking baby.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new to the channel, of course hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. One thing that I have always I tell my son, now that he's getting older, and I've always told any of my students, the people who, know you, who love you, who pour into you, like your teachers, your family, your parents, whoever, we do it because we want to, right? But the world doesn't have to care about your tears. The world don't have to care about your struggles. We do because we care about you and we know more about your story, but even that, it don't give you an excuse to do whatever you want to do because you had a late start to school or you had a bad night the day before. We don't have to tolerate your attitude, but we do as your family, friends, supporters, whatever, because we love you. But the real world doesn't have to care. And we live in a world today, and I think social media plays a big factor in this, that people think that everyone is supposed to care and care about, like, that whole victim mentality is running so rapid, especially in the Black community. We care so much about trying to find a way to be a victim and people to feel sorry for us, and we make these sad stories, and people share and they send us tons of money, and it's all of that. And the reality of it is everybody's not the same, and everybody don't have to care. I'm gonna share this video for y'all to show y'all this woman who thought trying to be the victim would work, and it didn't this time.
Cool. I just want you to tell Little Caesars that you just refused 60 cents, and I just brought my baby in here and I had $7. That's cool, but you see I'm crying. It's cool. I just want them to know. I just want them to know that you couldn't help me off of 60 cents, and I'm trying to feed a baby. A fucking baby. Off of 60 cents. 60 cents. You couldn't let 60 cents slide. You couldn't let 60 cents slide. Now my baby's still gonna be hungry, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bitch. You about to go viral.
So, my opinion, this woman is a classified victim. The victim mentality is so loud that this ain't the first time she's tried this. This is probably her norm of trying to find an excuse, the crying, I'm trying to feed my baby. And it didn't work with this woman. I don't care about your tears. I don't care about you threatening to call the job. I'm at work. I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. You don't have enough money to get the pizza. You don't get it. When you get enough money, you will get it. Period. But you think that you get to cry, and if you heard at the end, you about to go viral. You're looking for a viral moment so you can come up, so you can get sympathy, so everybody can hear you crying about, I gotta feed your baby. You not being able to feed your baby is not her problem. The world does not have to care about our problems, especially problems that a lot of us create for ourselves. You ain't have enough money. You thought because you did it at the last store that was going to work. And now you're somehow trying to make it seem as though she's the bad guy and you're going to get her in trouble. You're going to say, Little Caesar, she didn't let me go for 60 cents. And they're supposed to be mad at her. They're supposed to reprimand her for following the policy. If the bill is $20.17, give up $20.17. Now, morally, can we all agree that some people will absolutely let you go? They won't care. Somebody that might have been in line would have paid to give you the 60 cents. But everybody doesn't have to do that. And that's the reality of the world that people don't want to accept. That you get away with that stuff around the people that you know. You go out into the world, and the people in the world, even if it is your family and friends, they don't have to abide by your rules. And because everybody's looking for a viral moment, you took it upon yourself to record her so you can, get sympathy and continue to play up on that victim card, continue to be, somebody's with again, I can only imagine what you're going to get from this video. How do you try to get somebody else in trouble? And plenty of people have their opinions about it, y'all. And I'm going to share it for y'all. We're going to come back and talk about it as well.
Could she let you slide with the 60 cents? Could she have found some discount, something she could have applied to let you slide? Yeah. Did she have to? No. right? And the entitlement of thinking that she owes you anything is the problem. You being a grown woman with kids and not having 60 cents to your name is an even bigger problem. Like, I went to your page and you finding a way to keep your hair and nails done, but you ain't got 60 cents. Because the priorities be all wrong, right? You can go spend your money on what you want to go spend your money on. And then when it's time to handle stuff like your bills and things like food, then you want handouts and you want somebody to help you. Getting your hair and nails done is a luxury, right? You don't have to get those things done. But since we try to make it seem like your kids ain't eating, your kids definitely need to eat. So that means that you should have money for food for your kids to eat. And I'm sure you're getting food stamps. I'm sure you got an EBT card. So you could have used that to get some food instead of eating Little Caesars. But, you know, that's even going down a path we don't even have to go down. The main thing you need to understand is that Little Caesars, that employee, nobody owes you nothing. They don't owe you nothing. If somebody want to do a favor for you, that's exactly what it is a favor. But once it was known that you couldn't pay for the full order and the person didn't automatically be like, hey, I got you. You really don't need to press the issue no more, because now you out of line because nobody owes you nothing. Don't nobody owe you nothing. But you need to do better. Because thinking that you was going to go viral and make this woman look bad, the only person you made look bad is yourself. These companies do not care. They in business to make money. If anything, Little Caesar's gonna thank her for doing her job.
I think a lot of people post on social media these days thinking that it's like the old social media where like people were very empathy heavy and sympathy heavy. Now, bro, I'm not gonna lie, nobody gives a fuck, and it's so messed up. But that lady posting that video of her being 60 cents short at Little Caesars, the comments I'm sure she thought the comments were going to be completely different. Like, when people do stuff like that, they obviously expect the world to be on their side, you know, and be like, oh, you know, you couldn't let her get a pizza for 60 cents. The comments was the complete opposite. They in the comments like, spaghetti only $1, sauce only $1. Why are you trying to get Little Caesars? And it's fucked up, but it's true. Like, in this economy, bro, you have to think with your brain. People are not just going to be empathizing with you and sympathizing with you just because you made a video crying and yelling and talking about your kid. You're not the only one with a kid. You're not the only one that's hungry. And you're not the only one who got something at stake here. That girl could have lost her job over that 60 cent. Then what? Now y'all both hungry and can't eat. Like, man, just cut it out.
60 cent is rounded up to $1, bitch. Not having 60 cent and then getting mad at somebody because they didn't let it slide is crazy. Why you don't have 60 fucking cent? And that's why when people be like, oh, the economy is bad, it is bad. But like at any given point, I feel like at the bare minimum of the least is something to be like the lowest of the low, you should have $100 to your name as an adult. Especially if you over like 21. I just feel like, you know, you should have at least $100. I know people be like the emergency to be $1,000, but like I'm gonna bring it down to the bare minimum, $100. Then if you're a parent, you should definitely have $1,000 if you're a fucking parent. Like, what the fuck? Didn't people just get their taxes? Like, where did tax money go? Like, why we don't have 60 cent? And then recording somebody at their fucking job, trying to be rude and disrespectful and possibly get them fired so they can be down bad like you is ridiculous. Y'all got to stop doing that to customer service workers. You mad at that motherfucker because you ain't got no 60 cent. It's stupid. And then on top of that, you saying, oh, your baby gonna be hungry. Girl, fuck you and your baby. Ain't nobody responsibility for your baby. Don't get me wrong. Most people would feed a kid outside of the people that recorded that little boy that was hungry or that asked him about the food he smelled. That was weird as fuck, recording and posting it. But like, most people would feed your baby, but trying to guilt trip somebody because you can't take care of your fucking responsibility and you ain't got 60 cent and then saying that, oh, everybody ain't not had 60 cent. Bitch, I've always had 60 cent. Long as my grandma alive, bitch, I got 60 fucking cent. She just got to send it to me, bitch. What are we talking about? Fucking pathetic.
Just finished watching the video of the mama at Little Caesars acting a fool because she didn't have 60 cents. She had the $7, but apparently the pizza cost $7.60 and she ain't had a 60. And she's recording the employee, berating the employee, screaming at them, acting a fool in this place. And the thing is, you have nobody to be mad at but you, baby girl. You can't be mad at the employee. You can't be mad at Little Caesars. Their prices are their prices. Their rules are their rules. You are the one that cannot afford it. The better question that you need to be asking is, why don't I have an extra 60 cents? Why don't I have an extra $1 to put on this pizza when I am a whole mother and I have a child to provide for? Why do I only have $7 to my name? That's what you need to be worried about. Location change, guys. My bad. But she could have took that same $7 to Walmart and got her Tostitos, DiGiorno's pizza. Hell, she could have even did homemade pizzas, and that would have took her way further than that $7 at Little Caesars. Now I understand her daughter specifically asked for Little Caesars pizza, but it's like you should have had that conversation with your daughter. Like, mommy can't afford Little Caesars right now. Mommy ain't got it. Mommy got to take you somewhere else, and we got to eat something else. But as soon as mommy get the money, I'll take you to Little Caesars and get you whatever you want. She should have talked about that. And then she got online posting her daughter, and in the video you can tell that the daughter is old enough to comprehend. So she is old enough for you to sit down and have that conversation with her. It's like she's trying to place the blame on literally everybody else except herself. It's your fault that you ain't got $7.60 for your Little Caesars, girl, not that employee. Thank you.
So again, most people, they not feeling it. This is not cool. This is not okay. This is not how you navigate life. But this has become the norm of how we navigate life. Crying, blaming, pointing a finger, but never looking at ourselves. Never taking accountability that I put myself in a situation. I don't have 60 cents to feed my baby. These is my choices, my actions. Yes, the economy is bad. Yes, stuff is high. I get it. But the reality of it is we have a lot of issues in our community as women that we need to change and fix. My thing as well with this is you're teaching your children to be victims. You're showing them, I don't know how old, but just imagine this. If this is how you navigate in life, you're showing them this is how you do things. You cry, you try to find to get your way. And if you don't get your way, you're going to blame somebody else. It's your choices. It's your actions, your consequences, your baby that you got to feed. I got to feed my own baby. You don't know what that lady went through that morning. You don't know what she's going through. You don't know what she got to do to make that money to feed her kids. But somehow she's going to feel bad for you while you're trying to also get her in trouble. Make it make sense. We got to do better. Seriously. This is not cool. This is not okay. And we have to stop being victims if you want to ever elevate in life. Now, as always, these are just my thoughts, my opinion on this topic. I really hope and pray this woman don't get in trouble because she did nothing wrong. But this is just my thoughts. As always, please share your thoughts in the comments on this video. Like the video, of course. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.